and I just want to say it is absolutely not true.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new Sloth Mule video. I hope you're having a good day, and in today's video we're doing a quick Skeppy update. Now if you don't know what the Skeppy situation has been about, there has been 3 separate allegations levied against Skeppy, the Minecraft YouTuber. I've been covering this situation in excruciating painful detail, as these allegations, for lack of a better words, are incredibly flimsy and inconsistent. There are things like saying that they were barely 18, but they were actually 4 months into being 18, people describing serious allegations with words like low-key, and then other friends coming out of the woodworks to say that they never made the claims that they did in a PowerPoint presentation against a Minecraft YouTuber Skeppy. There were alleged accusations of grooming, but then they followed up by saying there was no actual grooming taking place. They just think that Skeppy might have been planning to do something like that, and lots of their proof came from the fact that they played Minecraft together. That is just a fraction of the issues with these allegations. Like I said, I've made 2 full videos going over the allegations in excruciatingly painful detail, as they are written incredibly poorly. That's another huge disadvantage with very minimal evidence. But there has been a huge update across the board with all these allegations. Now yesterday, the friend of the anonymous third accuser against Skeppy randomly decided to delete their account on Twitter. This was also followed up by the second accuser of Skeppy, who provided Minecraft screenshots as evidence, deleting all their posts against Skeppy, and then they actually ended up following that up with an official statement about it. Writing this to clarify posts I made about Skeppy between June 26th and June 28th. In the post, I talked about my experience with Skeppy and how I believe he attempted to pursue a relationship with me. I came to the belief from my own understanding of the events that unfolded. I have since come to realize this belief is incorrect. Imagine trying to accuse somebody of potentially trying to groom you and a bunch of other very serious accusations, only to go, no, I think I was wrong about that, and I would love to know what led up to this, if it was the backlash that had gotten, if somebody in their real life had told them to, or maybe Skeppy or somebody else threatened them with legal action. That is also a possibility, as you're about to see. Not only did this person remove their posts, but also the other accuser did too. You can't kind of just do take-backsies on very serious allegations like that, go, oh whoopsie, I didn't mean it, I was incorrect. I would like to state that I have no knowledge of Skeppy committing any crimes at all. I've deleted all my posts about this discussion, and I retract all of my statements in said post. I deeply apologise for any inconvenience that may have been caused by my post. Inconvenience, you know, a slight inconvenience of falsely accusing somebody, you know, it's just an inconvenience. It does very much feel like they've been contacted to take these posts down. It is hitting very key things like retracting my statements that I don't know of any crimes that Skeppy has committed. It's hitting very key legal notes. Of course, if that isn't the case, because at the end of the day this is just speculation, I would not be opposed to Skeppy absolutely suing these motherfuckers into the ground. Even using them as an example to go against and combat other false accusers that might possibly come out against other Minecraft YouTubers and just content creators in general. After that, it kind of remained silent until the first accuser against Skeppy actually ended up removing all their posts too, and have now recently released a statement against Skeppy. I want to take a moment to clarify a recent post I made regarding Skeppy. Oh guys, I wonder what they're going to be clarifying in this post, because I mean, it was pretty clear cut that they were accusing them of some pretty serious stuff like emotional abuse. Sharing my personal experience regarding a relationship and my opinions of others' alleged experiences with Skeppy, I understand that parts of what I have shared may have inadvertently been interpreted as fact. This was not my intention. I mean, as somebody who has read the entire document several times, made several videos on these serious allegations, I can tell you that was very much their intention was to say that this is fact, that the fact there are several people coming out about Skeppy shows that this is factual, and that's why they did it, to let more people come out about this, trying to prove that, yeah, Skeppy is this horrific guy. See, there's so many people coming out about him. They have removed the original content to avoid any confusion. I mean, it's a bit late now to be removing the post to avoid any confusion, as seeing as half of the internet has advertently gone against these allegations and called you false accusers, and the other half has blindly taken this as fact, believed it, and pushed this narrative that Skeppy is some groomer and disgusting individual. And I'm retracting my statements that could be misinterpreted. I trust that sufficiently clears the matter. I will not make in any further comment. Just nonchalantly removing and retracting my very serious accusations. I'm sure that suffices, because no, that does not suffice. That does not suffice whatsoever. You've levied incredibly serious accusations against somebody in a campaign to go against a popular content creator, as your accusations and the second person's accusations will drop minutes apart from each other, so it was clearly a coordinated and planned thing to go against Skeppy. So no, this does not suffice whatsoever. I'd love to know what people like Cyrogen, who just jumped on these allegations and shoved their friends aside for these allegations and blindly believed them, or people like Midas, who promoted these allegations to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, are thinking now. Genuinely, what's going through their heads? I mean, I can tell you right now, the large majority of people that immediately sided with the accusers and said that Skeppy is, without fact, a disgusting, horrible person, won't care. They will not care whatsoever. Poor Skeppy mentioned making a response video to these people, not only at the end of his video.
Also, I wanted to quickly talk about something. Someone shared a tweet with me today, and I just want to say it is absolutely not true. I would never, ever do those things, and I'm planning on making a full response in detail if I need to. But yeah, sorry for putting this here. I have just been inactive on Twitter, so yeah.
But he also recently mentioned on his community tab that he would be working on a response of some type. Quick update for you. I mentioned at the end of my last video, but I am working to address false accusations I've been receiving. Your patience is appreciated. I prefer to do this right rather than try to rush out response. I won't be posting to YouTube in the meantime. Now look, I have no idea if Skeppy is still going to be making a video response because, you know, these people have taken back their accusations against him, but I can almost gather and assume that he will be making a post of some type, be making a video of some type to dispel the rumors, to dispel any of these other Minecraft people that do genuinely believe that he did do these things, and just try and prove his innocence and show, look, these people took these accusations back, okay, I'm not this disgusting individual. But I am glad to see that the vast majority of people that do know about the situation are holding these people accountable for their disgusting accusations against Skeppy, and now their statements, you know, retracting their statements. I also think people like Midas and Saragen and people that push these allegations without giving Skeppy the benefit of the doubt or waiting for his response of any type, or waiting for any absolute substantial evidence before saying that Skeppy was this disgusting individual, should also be held accountable and heavily criticised. There is still very much this narrative of guilty until proven innocent on the internet, that people will run with allegations at face value and slander someone until they drop a response where they prove their innocence or come up with their side of the story. There is still very much an issue there, and of course, fake allegations like this seriously impact and damage real victims who want to come out. Yeah, that is the huge update in the Skeppy situation. Basically, all the victims have taken stuff back, or people directly involved in the situation have deleted their accounts. Of course, the only person that hasn't taken their statement back is the third Skeppy accuser, the PowerPoint presentation one, or the low-key allegations, as I like to call them. But of course, their friend ended up deleting their account when they were arguing about it, and as well, the official account that launched the first accusations against Skeppy also deleted the post of the anonymous user on their profile, and I really can't see there being any response, as much as I think it'd be really funny for them to make a retraction on PowerPoint. I did quickly just want to hop on here and make this second video of the day to talk about this, as this is incredibly serious, incredibly impactful on this Skeppy situation. These people taking back their statements, their outrageous statements with very, very little evidence. But I genuinely am very interested to see what your thoughts are, the viewers' thoughts are, so please feel free to comment down below. If you are somebody that did genuinely believe these false accusers' narratives against Skeppy, I'd be very interested to see what your thoughts are now and if they've changed at all and what you're thinking, so please feel free to comment down below, and of course subscribe and hit the notification bell, because if Skeppy does launch an actual official video response of any type, I will be covering it on this channel, and if it is just a community tab, I will be covering it on my community tab, so hit the notification bell so you will see that in your feed. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next video. Stay safe and goodbye.